Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this unseen video for the Super Bowl. We're going to cover a lot of other things, but it is very Super Bowl reaction heavy. And talking about it, look, here is Mercedes Moné, Bayley, Naomi, and Jimmy Uso all going into the Super Bowl, into the Allegiant Stadium. This is them outside just before the game. And you can see that Bayley and Mercedes are supporting the 49ers. I think Naomi is as well. Not sure about Jimmy Uso, but we've got plenty to images to look at from these guys. Here's another image as well. This is Rey Mysterio. He's inside the stadium. He is also supporting the 49ers. And yeah, what a shot, man. Look at that crowd behind him. That really is something special. Very, very expensive to get into that stadium for this game, as you know. But if you can get in there, I should imagine it was absolutely electric. Talking of electric, what about this? Look at this. Now, I don't know if this was shown actually during a commercial break of the Super Bowl. I genuinely don't know. But what I do know is that everyone has been talking about this. We could have done a separate video on this, but I wanted to include it in this because I've got a lot of thoughts and a lot of other people have got thoughts, and we'll see some of the other reactions to this in this video. This is the trailer. We actually do have the trailer, which we've got lined up in this video, but we can't really watch it because we might run the risk of like getting strikes and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about it. It's very short. It only features Roman, Rock, Cody, and Seth. A lot of people are saying, could this lead to a tag match? Definitely feels like a tag match is possible. I'm still really into Rock Seth night 1 and Roman Cody night 2. I cannot shift from that position. I cannot understand why you would run the risk of having Roman and Cody wrestle on night 1 and potentially get injured and then have them go again on night 2 when you don't need to do that. Like, The Rock thought he was going to be facing Roman. So, like, training-wise and mentality-wise, he is getting ready for a singles match. So, it's not Roman anymore. It could be Seth. But it still could be a singles match. Like, he doesn't need protecting in a tag match. We weren't going to be able to protect him in a tag match when he was going up against Roman. So The Rock needing protecting it's not an argument that holds much water with me when we were literally about to do Rock versus Roman. And then people are saying, well, Seth needs protecting. But I don't think that's true because Seth's injury was not as bad as feared. He himself, as we've seen in previous Unseen videos, says he should be back in a few weeks. There are rumors that he could even be having a match at Elimination Chamber, right? So by the time we get to WrestleMania, which is going to be like, you know, the first week of April, he should be at a point where he can have a singles match. It's not ideal, I agree, coming back from injury and then main event in a WrestleMania, but this is what he wants to do. He wants to main event a WrestleMania, and him going up against Drew or him going up against Sammy or him going up against The Rock or him going up against Cody. Like, there's been plenty of singles matches that have been mentioned for him. I just think now that this tag match has kind of shown itself, people have really jumped on it, and now they're not willing to accept that it's going to be anything other than this tag match. So for me, the tag match is definitely a possibility. I am not saying that it isn't. But I didn't watch this and think to myself, oh, it's definitely a tag match that we're getting. What this said to me is that these 4 are the 4 that WrestleMania will be built around. So we know that Roman and Cody are currently main eventing night 2. We know that Seth is trying to main event night 1. And we know The Rock is having a match. That was the big takeaway for me. So I certainly didn't look at it and go, oh, it's definitely a tag match. I didn't get that. What I did get from it was cinema. This, to me, was big production. It felt like something from Like a bit of Blade Runner in there, a little bit of Tron was in there. It felt very cinema. It felt incredible. I mean, it's a brilliant teaser trailer. You can understand why WWE were excited about showing it. They did a whole teasing of it throughout the day, and then it dropped on their social media. And honestly, I just don't know. I don't know that it's going to... I don't know that it was shown. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't during like the Super Bowl on the actual TV. But either way, it's still got plenty of eyes on it. So Ryder Watsons, thank you for sharing. Here is a clip of it, and you can see Roman Reigns throwing up the wands. And as you can see, it feels very movie trailer, very Tron, very Blade Runner. If you want to watch it, it's on their social media accounts. Right, Barry, shout out to you. Wrestling Days at the Super Bowl. I don't think she was at the Super Bowl, to be honest, Barry. I think that's a very different thing. She was at the Usher Bowl, according to her hashtag. Mercedes Monet Bernardo, LFG, LV 111. And so I think that's like Super Bowl 58, is it? Something like that. I don't know what L represents. I only know the Roman numerals because of WrestleMania, and we've not got to L's yet. So that's how I know Roman numerals, how they work. I know that 5 followed by 3 ones is 8. Like the V with 3 ones is 8 because of WrestleMania 8. But what the hell's an L? What's an L? So yeah. Anyway, she's at the Usher Bowl. She's at the Usher Bowl. Here's Xavier saying a Twister movie. I am so in. He was pretty excited about some of the films that were shown. Obviously, Deadpool and Wolverine, that was shown. And he gets excited about Planet of the Apes in a bit. So we'll get to that tweet. Look at this, though. WWE Ethan said, look at the size of Tony. Tony Khan tweeting out, still undefeated in AEW. The greatest man ever, Shaq. The greatest man ever. That's quite the title, isn't it? The greatest man ever. So there we go. For a second, I thought they were in the bathroom. I thought they were over, like, you know, part of the bathroom where, like, the sink is over here. But I don't think they are. I don't think they are. But it is kind of funny, the size difference. It reminds me a lot of Kayla and Randy, and we were looking at that just the other day on Unseen. Here is Jade Cargill. She was showcased in a Super Bowl commercial for Mountain Dew Blast. So Aubrey Plaza was basically having a blast, doing lots of different things. And one of those things was wrestling Jade Cargill. So how amazing that she was in this. I did wonder, when they first got in touch with her, I wonder if she was an AEW superstar. I wonder if, like, they got in touch with her because she was so dominant in AEW and she was like a real dominant female champion. I don't know. When did this kind of come about? Was this because of WWE and their connections, or did they actually get in touch with her when she was in AEW? Because you know these things are obviously scripted and planned like months and months and months and months and months in advance. It's got to go through a whole... They're probably starting work on next year's ads now. So that did cross my mind. Here's Maxxine Dupri. Hayden, shout out to you, said it's interesting. Maxxine used to be a cheerleader before a WWE superstar. I didn't know that. I didn't either, to be honest. I think I could have guessed she had cheerleaded at some point in her life, but I had no idea that she'd been a cheerleader at Super Bowl 53. This is my annual I was there Super Bowl post, says Maxxine. So, Maxxine Dupri. Arianna Grace said, that Super Bowl Jesus commercial, we don't get the commercials here, had such a beautiful message. No matter your beliefs, we as human beings can battle the hate in this world with love. It's free and it's infinite. It's lovely. Mitchell, shout out to you. So this is Drew tweeting out. This is him pulling up to the Super Bowl with the lads. And he is so good on social media. This was tweeted out before the Super Bowl, and people were really enjoying it. Here's that Austin one I was telling you about. Austin Creed, Xavier Woods. Every movie that has hit the screen is one I want to see. The new Planet of the Apes is gonna be amazing. And I tweeted this out because Stone Cold was in an advert for Kawasaki during the Super Bowl. And this car goes past and he ends up getting hair. It's pretty wild. But as it drives past, he's breaking a rock. And I just thought to myself, of all the things he could have been doing, him breaking a rock, that can't be a coincidence. Surely, that can't be a coincidence. Why would they have this? And it was pointed out he was doing it with a sledgehammer as well. I did wonder if it was like Easter eggs, you know, a rock, the sledgehammer. I wondered if it was just a little things for wrestling fans. I don't know. Could be something, could be nothing, could be a coincidence. I just thought it was pretty fun. But as I said here, either way, WWE, Jade Cargill, Stone Cold all appearing in Super Bowl, lads, is pretty cool. Here's Bayley. That's the shot from her seat, I would imagine. Absolutely amazing. Allegiant Stadium is something so special. I mean, it's just such an amazing stadium. I think it's like the second most expensive in the world after SoFi. And it looks it as well. I mean, it just looks amazing. Taylor Swift acknowledges her tribal chief. So here's Taylor Swift. I can see Ronald McDonald behind her. Then we've got a young Gwyneth Paltrow, which is great to see. And then this over here is Ed Sheeran. So it's amazing, absolutely amazing. I know that's Ice Spice, by the way. Don't come at me. I have no idea who the others are, right? But I know that's Ice Spice. Yeah. So Taylor Swift acknowledges her tribal chief. Here is Baron Corbin, and look at this spirits room, right? Look at this. That's the drink of choice that he's selected from his liquor cabinet. I mean, there's some money that's been spent on that. And there's definitely some money that's been spent on that. So he's got plenty of spirits in there, and he's going to sit down and he's going to enjoy the Super Bowl. And I should imagine he really enjoyed it because he is a Chiefs fan. Here we go. Aaron, shout out to you. So we said as the car went past, he magically got hair. And Stone Cold with a mullet is not what I was expecting to see today, said Wrestle Purists. Right, Patrick the Heel said, I don't think we're getting this tag match at WrestleMania. I think it's just a cool little commercial. So I agree. I mean, it could be a tag match. It could be that it's just going to be Rock versus Seth. Honestly, this road is taking so many twists and turns. We might get a fatal four-way, right? I'm still standing with Rock versus Seth night 1 and Roman versus Cody night 2. But we absolutely could get a tag match at some point. And it could be WrestleMania night 1. Here is No DQ. Acknowledge the Bloodline. So they've just gone that little step further and they've put Taylor Swift actually in a Bloodline picture. Love it. Here is Asuka and Kairi. They said to him, celebrate a touchdown. And this is them celebrating a touchdown. I'm loving that from Kairi. That to me, loving it. The ball comes in. Asuka catches it. They touch it down. They jump around. It's Kairi that like really branches out into a few different... We get that at one moment. I feel like Asuka just sort of like jumps around. It's Kairi that busts out the moves. It's Kairi that brings her best game. Yes. Yep. Love it. Oh, a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Love it. Right. WWE Creative Humor said, here's hoping that Taylor Swift pulls a Rock and takes Usher's halftime spot. Which was actually really well received. So I don't know that people would have appreciated that. And we definitely saw enough of Taylor as it was. Thank you. Here is Naomi and Jimmy Uso in Las Vegas. Another cool picture of them. And here's Bayley at an airport. So this is Las Vegas McCarran International Airport, and there's the sign you see when you arrive. Kofi Kingston said this Ghana NFL ad. He loves it, man. I again, haven't seen it, but Kofi was enjoying that. And Bayley trying to hide Rey's face is actually adorable. So here we've got, I don't know who these people are. I mean, that could be Kushida on the left, but I'm not convinced it is. Then we've got Rey, whose face is being hidden by Bayley. Next to Rey is, I believe that's his daughter. Just behind Bayley is Naomi. Next to Naomi is Britt Baker. Next to Britt Baker is Mercedes Moné. Behind Mercedes is Jimmy Uso. Next to Jimmy looks to be Titus O'Neil. And then honestly, you know, it looks a little bit like Mojo Rawley down the front. It may be, because obviously he's got very strong connections to football, but I don't know that it is, to be honest. So yeah, there's a few there that I am not aware of. Don't know who they are. But yeah, people really focusing on Britt Baker in particular. I don't think this is Kushida, but he does kind of give me that kind of Kushida vibe. This is a meme. It's absolutely everywhere. Boston Nougat said they're trying to stop Cody from finishing his story. And here we go. Look, Sean Ross Sapp tweeting this out. Super Bowl is the forbidden door. There's Britt Baker and Bayley. Trish Stratus tweeted this out. She's throwing up the ones. She is acknowledging her tribal chief. She's not really. She's just showing that she did it first and that Taylor is copying her. I actually tweeted out saying it's good to see these two acknowledging Roman Reigns. And then I got a load of Trish fans going, Trish was here first. It's like, duh. Thanks for the info. Oh, I thought it was Roman first. And then it was... Oh, but you're telling me it's the... Oh, thank you. Thank you, X, for the free education. Here's Kayla Braxton. This was amazing. The Nickelodeon coverage of the Super Bowl was goated. There's no two ways about it. I was retweeting bits out about it. I was having a great time. So here, look, Kayla loving these. So Nickelodeon showing off some of the celebs that were in the crowds. We've got Clamuel L. Jackson. We've got Doja Cat Fish. We've got Billie Eilish. And we've got LeBron James and Finn Diesel. I mean, take a bow. Take a bow. And here's Blue Meanie. Erase your mind. Thank you. So, Blue Meanie, you can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat. This is going to be everywhere, man. Good luck avoiding this meme, honestly. Right, let's talk about the halftime show, shall we? So here we've got Lash Legend. They put on for the city. So Lash Legend, absolutely loving it. Zelina Vega says, wow, Usher and Alicia Keys, incredible. Chelsea Green said, I can't even. I'm deceased. It's my favorite halftime yet. Kathy Kelly, if your halftime performance doesn't have a roller skate dance break, I don't want it. Kayla said, no matter how many years go by since those songs were released, they always get me so hyped when they come on. Thanks, Usher and friends. Samantha Irvin says, Usher, thank you. Carmella said, Usher, that is all. Corey Graves said, guys, right now, your lady is having a moment. Let her have it. There is nothing we can do to compete with Usher. Just accept it. There was a moment, wasn't there, where he took his shirt off, and that's where I saw social media getting very hot and confused. Kayla said, this is taking me back to middle school, where my boyfriend made me a mixtape with all these baby-making songs on it. We hadn't even had our first kiss yet. Kids these days don't even know. Lexis King said, Usher is honestly goated. Jade Cargill said Alicia Keys with the body. Eddie Thorpe says, gosh, I love Alicia Keys. Kayla Braxton said, my man's showing off. Why is he GOAT then, now and forever? Can we get Usher to perform at WrestleMania? Jade Cargill said, let's go, Usher. Nikita Lyon says, okay, Usher, fire. Here, look, we've got Paulo answering the question, what was your favorite Usher Super Bowl halftime song? Us. Yeah. Yeah. This keeps saying I've muted, and I haven't, you know. So Kenny for your thoughts says, and it probably explains why I never see the tweets. What we got here? And why is he wearing Seth Rollins' wife's shoes, says Manny. So Kenny for your thoughts said, who threw Lashley into a dryer? So there's Bobby Lashley. Manny said, why is he wearing Seth Rollins' wife's shoes? And I've got to unmute this as well, even though he's not muted. An early look at Seth Rollins' WrestleMania gear. I thought that was really good. Really, really good. So there's Seth. Obviously, that was Alicia Keys. But would any of us be surprised if Seth came out at this at WrestleMania? I wouldn't. Right, let's click on Super Bowl ending, shall we? We've got a bit of reaction. Chris said, this is hilarious. The tribal chief owns the world. So this is on the NFL Instagram. So NFL said, this jacket honors every step of Juice Cheek 44's career. And Thunder Chili said, we all know that Solo Sikoa is going to interfere and help the Chiefs win. Well, he didn't, did he? He didn't. Here's Baron Corbin at home. I can't take this as the game went into overtime. I'm in a glass case of emotions. Kayla Braxton said, I don't care about football, but this is fun. And here's Corbin, back-to-back champions. He's like, oh, I'd be making so much noise right now if my kids weren't in bed. So he's super, super hyped. Chiefs have done it, but he can't celebrate too loud because the kids are in bed. WWE Creative Humor said the Kansas City Chiefs still have got a long way to go for being on the same level as the Tribal Chief. Sean Ross Sapp said, anywho, Raw is in Lexington. I saw a lot of people do this. There was a lot of people hoping the 49ers would do it, I think because they're so sick of having Taylor Swift shoved at them. There was a lot of people going, anyway, as soon as the game was over. So, Raw tomorrow. Here's a belt that WWE put out. What a game. Celebrate Super Bowl champions Chiefs with limited edition NFL legacy titles. So there is the NFL themed belt. It's a nice looking belt, to be honest. Doesn't mean anything. I have no idea why you would buy it, but it's nice, you know. You gotta say that's pretty cool. Pretty nice. God damn it, Solo, where were you? Where were you? Had one job, Solo. You had one job. Kayla said Travis Kelce is having the best year of his life. Is a great meme. So this was Cody and obviously Roman from last year's WrestleMania. Is that Brock, the quarterback, and that's Patrick Mahomes celebrating in the background? Very good. There's Naomi's reaction. I've waited and waited and waited. This is going up a bit later than I wanted because I really wanted to get as much reaction to the Super Bowl as I could. But honestly, people have been quite quiet. I think there's a lot of sadness in the world. I think there's a lot of upset people. Certainly not Logan. Back to back. There's Jake Paul is not pleased. But Logan loving it with some prime. And here's Triple H, his thoughts. Says, Swifties are less annoying than Sasha stands. There we go. So that was Super Bowl stuff. Let's have a look at the Rock stuff, shall we? Got a few bits in here. So, yeah, I mean, look, I was just going to mention this. Rock responding to a troll. I actually did a video, and I put it on the second channel. Sometimes I just don't know where the right place is for videos. I kind of feel like the unseen, unless it's like really big news, I will put it on the main channel. If it's like a smaller story, I'll probably use the second channel. So we already did a full breakdown on this on the second channel. This is The Rock responding to someone. It was amazing. They took footage from Thursday right? And the boos. And they made out that it was people booing The Rock because he still hadn't sorted money for Maui and the wildfires. And The Rock basically is saying, I wouldn't normally respond to this, but this is so toxic and it's BS. We've raised already $50 million. And these people weren't shouting Maui. They were like, you know, wrestling fans. It's all part of a storyline. It's what we love. Honestly, it blew my mind. It was really scary. All I've seen on my feed is people arguing about what was actually being chanted. The people that watched it, us, know it was Cody sucks, Rocky sucks, we want Cody. It was things along those lines. People that did not watch it on Thursday are adamant they can hear Maui being chanted, and they're actually believing what this troll has written. It's really scary. It's really scary. So that is a whole thing. If you want to see more breakdown on that, it's on the second channel, Wrestling Days Clips. Retro D-Man with a fact. So The Rock won his debut match being a sole survivor, last eliminating Goldust. And in 2024, The Rock slaps Cody. Imagine if Cody is his last match. That'd be a lovely bookend if they were to do that. Alex, shout out to you. So I don't know whether to include some of the rumors from these sites that I just don't know about. I don't know about this Pro Wrestling Scoops, but they keep coming out with stuff. I mean, you can see they've got 2,000 followers. I mean, this ain't Fightful, right? But they might know something. They might have a source. I just don't know. So I'm always conflicted about whether to include it. I think I'm going to include ones that are eye-catching and just say to you, take these with a pinch of salt. This is not Wrestling Observer. This is not PW Insider. This is not Fightful. So take it with a pinch of salt. But they're saying that sources, would love to know what those sources are, indicate that Solo Sikoa turning on Roman is imminent. The current plan is for WrestleMania, after which he will transition to his own character. So have they been told, or are they guessing, right? I think we all know that Solo will turn on Roman at some point. They're saying WrestleMania. Sources have told them WrestleMania. Take it with a pinch of salt. A big pinch of salt. Here's Alex. Shout out to you. This was a message from The Rock. I'm going to see if I can read this, because if I make it bigger, we won't be able to read it. So I was born into this crazy world, and I love every second of it. It's been decades since pro wrestling has been buzzing like this for WrestleMania, and this has become rare air that we are breathing, and it's very effing cool and exciting for us as wrestlers, our company, and most importantly, all our fans. Your hero effed around, and he found out quick what happens when you talk about our family with disrespect. Lines crossed and blurred. Bring it. We don't toe the mark for no one. Road to WrestleMania begins. People's champ. Hashtag long gamer. Hashtag Cody Crybabies. Hashtag killers in the jungle. At WWE, at TKO Group, at Roman Reigns. So, very powerful words from The Rock. Fun fact, Matt, shout out to you. Cult of Personality said the Anoa'i family has main evented 15 of 39 WrestleManias. And Master Taker tagging me in this joke, so wait till he joins. So obviously Danny Garcia was on the Bloodline tree. People are joking it's Daniel Garcia from AEW. It isn't. It's actually The Rock's former wife, who just happened to be called Danny Garcia. But people are having a little bit of fun with that. Right, let's go into the WWE folder, shall we? We've got a few bits in here as well. Harlan, shout out to you. How have we only just seen this image of Dom? There is Dominik with a very old Vince shirt of him and his mugshot So they did release this as an actual shirt. It's Vince McMahon mugshot, and they made a shirt out of it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's a shirt that people would see as quite collectible now, or if this whole thing is just so disgusting that that shirt just, you know, it's not, there's no fun to be had with this kind of a thing. So I don't know. It's a tricky one, that. So they certainly wouldn't be selling it, of course. I'm just saying, if you already had it, would you wear it? I just don't know. I don't know. These are cool. There was one of Cody, which I forgot to include. So this is Walker TKL, who said, for those that enjoyed my Cody animation, please enjoy a few more. So these are brilliant, aren't they? Absolutely brilliant. This has been viewed 250,000 times. And the Cody one is amazing. I think it was a Cody cutter that Cody does. It was absolutely amazing. But this Walker TKL has got real skill. Look at that. Don't even know how they have done it, to be honest. It's just amazing. Amazing. So Jay Kreiser, shout out to you. So Shaquem said, tagging me in this, Bayley out of context. So this is, we were at a commercial during this bit. These are the women, look, this is unseen. These are the women walking away after Bayley wins the Rumble. And what's amazing is Bayley just seems to want a moment. So she sits on the edge of the ring, look. So obviously there's adverts and things that are playing for us at home. This is them clearing the ring, getting ready for the next match. I think the match after this might have been Roman. But this is Bayley just after winning the Rumble. There's Becky. She's thanking the fans, walking away. And again, Bayley just sat there. And these poor guys, they're like, come on, Bayley, please. We've got to get you out of here. So Bayley is slowly making her way to the back, trying to soak it all up and really wrap her head around what has just happened. So that was amazing, wasn't it? That's from Bayley out of context. I love this. Eric, shout out to you. Nico Extra said the bloodline runs real deep. Look at this. So we've got a bloodline family tree, and someone slapped and R-Truth at the bottom. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. And there is R-Truth. Brilliant. That is brilliant. There's nothing more to say. It's brilliant. Lex F1 said, this is airing tonight during the Super Bowl. 100% think we get Rollins now. Not sure how, but it does make sense. Yeah, I agree. This, I mean, again, I can't show it too long, but that says to me that them four are going to be big players. And we know The Rock is training for a match. So if he's not going to be in the Roman match, what match is he going to be in? So it just looks to me like it's the tag match. But as I said, why would you run the risk of having Roman and Cody wrestle twice when you don't have to? So that's why I'm leaning to Rock versus Seth. But we'll find out, won't we? We'll find. I'm sure there's going to be many twists and turns on the road. Alan Jason said Austin Theory as a face would be interesting. So again, Pro Wrestling Scoops claiming that Grayson and Theory are splitting soon. Oh, I wasn't going to include these because they did my head in, to be honest. But I thought I'd better, because if I just tell you it's happened, that's not very fair, is it? So I thought, oh, okay. I don't know if they're going to do this all throughout the build to WrestleMania, but they're giving celebrities Snoop Dogg's gold belt just so they can take a picture with him. So here's Justin Bieber with the belt, right? That's it. That's it. That's as exciting as it gets. So there's Justin Bieber sat down with the belt. And then here is Jaden Evans. Shout out to you. Here is Khloe Kardashian with the belts. Right? And there's others as well. So we'll have a look at those in a bit. And again, look, Pro Wrestling Scoops claiming that the tag belts are going to be split after Elimination Chamber. Again, not saying where this information is coming from. I think we'll get a good idea this WrestleMania season if this is a reliable source. You know, they're telling us Solo. is going to split from Roman at WrestleMania. They're telling us that the tag titles will split after Elimination Chamber. You know, they're telling us that Theory and Grayson are going to split soon. I mean, these things aren't the hardest to predict in the world, but we'll see. We'll see if it goes that way. At the moment, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you to take it with a pinch of salt, a big pinch of salt. Sportskeeda said Drew McIntyre is ready for an old rival at Elimination Chamber. We've done this dance before, and we're going to do it again in Perth. So that was Drew to Randy. And as we said, you know, they stared at each other. Could that be a tease of a potential WrestleMania feud? Here is the Chainsmokers getting the belts. So, yeah, you can see the crowd absolutely beside themselves. But there we go. That is the gold title. Brilliant. Brilliant. And here's some more. Don't know who that guy is. Boomer. There's another boomer. Another boomer. Loads of boomers. So, Sebastian Comedy. Oh, who? Sebastian Maniscalco. Cool. JB Smooth. Cool. And Neo. Okay, well, Neo's all right. So, there we go. This belt just being passed around. So, Jessica Carr said, yo, I just saw 2 chickens cross the road. That's what I'm here for. I'm not after these celebrities holding a belt. I'm after Jessica, female ref, saying, I just saw 2 chickens cross the road. This is great. Here's Heyman. Can you show us your touchdown celebration? Forget it. Forget it, mate. Not here to play games. Right, we've done Super Bowl. We've done WWE. We've done The Rock. Let's go into other. Let's go down. Yeah, many congratulations to Sonya Deville, who married her partner, Tony Cassano. So, many congratulations. There's a picture from the wedding. Mark, thank you. Shaquem, oh yeah, this got a bit of controversy. So Paul Heyman was making a joke about how the new Kobe statue was acknowledging Roman. And that got a bit of backlash, to be honest. And there was a few people thinking that when he saw the backlash, he might take it down the post. But he didn't, to be honest. He's kept it up. And I could click on it, but I don't know if it will show. Will it show? If I click on it? Oh, it will if I do the whoosh whoosh. We'll whoosh it. There we go. So you can see the new Kobe statue. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and on behalf of Roman Reigns, I applaud the wise choice made by the statue creator who provided Kobe Bryant with the lasting honor of acknowledging our tribal chief. I mean, it is cheeky. It's very, very cheeky. There was definitely a lot of upset Kobe fans to this post. Right, there is a Tottenham player and Matt Hardy basically saying that they were being acknowledged. There's a lot of acknowledging going on. Here, Nikki, thank you. So, Buddy responded to "We Want Mommy" chants. He said, I need to get home now. Mommy is waiting. So he did respond to those. And then Mommy responded with a couple of love hearts as well. So very cool. This isn't cool. This is heartbreaking. So news coming through. Okada is going to AEW. So the dreams are over. It's all done. There is not going to be any R-Truth versus Okada matches. It is disappointing. I think that it's, you know, something that AEW need. I think that it's not something WWE need. We didn't need Okada, right? I think where WWE is right now, you can see it is bubbling. So I don't think we needed Okada, but he would have been a fantastic addition. I would have loved him. Like, there's no hiding that fact. I would have loved him. But I think AEW needed him more, and I think they probably went a bit more aggressive with their offer. And obviously, he's wrestled for him. He knows everyone. He feels comfortable there. He's going to arrive and try and turn the fortunes around. Will he succeed? It's going to be a mission. What's this? The media has been disabled. Oh, that's a shame. So this was just footage anyway of a Premier League game. That was all. Premier League game, and as the players were going off for halftime, Kingdom was playing the Cody Rhodes track. So Alex here says, if you listen, you can hear Kingdom playing in the background. I don't know if it's because of the recent wrestling scene, but it's great. Wrestling has not been this widespread in years. Cody Rhodes responding here to someone that got a neck tattoo just like Cody, but I think they've put it on maybe the other side. Cody's is on the right, is it not? And I think they've gone and put it on the left. Don't know. That's either way. I mean, Cody responded with thumbs up. We know that Cody commented that it was bigger than he anticipated. So it's certainly, Cody didn't get quite the tattoo I think he thought he was getting. But this Cody fan showing their support. Yeah, amazing. Look at this. So Ted has actually gone back on Bayley's account, right? Anyone know if there's a place in Tampa that's playing the Royal Rumble ? So Bayley asking that question back in 2013. And here's Ted saying, look, 11 years later, here's Bayley winning the Royal Rumble in Tampa, right? How mental is that? What an 11 years Bayley has had. Does anyone know somewhere I can watch the Rumble in Tampa? 11 years later, she's the woman that wins it. Be inspired. Be inspired. Irish Wrestling, just joking that this was the SummerSlam main event from 2014. Of course, that year, the main event was Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Brock Lesnar's been erased from WWE, and John Cena, well, you can just never see him anyway. So that's pretty fun. And I like this, you know, a bit of positivity. I tell you what, we'll go to this and then we'll end on the Nikki one. So this went up literally as the game finished, and I did not know what this was in reference to, right? I didn't know if this was in reference to the Kansas City Chiefs, who obviously are red, and they just literally won the game when Sammy changed his profile picture. Sammy, I'm not aware of as a football fan, so I didn't know if this was something to do with wrestling or... But people are saying that this is to do with what's happening in Gaza and in Palestine. And I must admit that actually didn't cross my mind. It didn't cross my mind because, to my knowledge, there's been no change in that situation. You know, it's an awful situation, a horrific situation. But it's been that way for quite a while now. So for Sammy to change his profile picture at that exact moment that the game ended... Perhaps he was waiting so that it would get a bit more attention. You know, perhaps he knew that if I did it during the game, no one would talk about it. But the general consensus is that this is probably related to Palestine and Gaza and Israel and that situation. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, literally, it just says new profile picture and this is it. So it's kind of open to interpretation. So I thought I'd just let you know that Sammy had done that. Strange. And here is Nikki Cross, right? We'll end on this. Nice positive vibes to end it on, yeah? So Nikki said, I always say this. Comparison is the thief of joy, and I believe it 100%. Happy Sunday morning. I hope everyone is feeling bright today. If not, hold your head up high and know that better days are coming. I hope everyone can find a little light and a little joy and some laughter today, so... Very positive message there from Nikki. I do like this. I think this is lovely. This is lovely. It's a great message. It's one that I think everyone could do with remembering from time to time. Don't let your ice cream melt whilst counting everyone else's sprinkles. So don't worry about what everyone else has got. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Focus on yourself. Don't let your own ice cream melt whilst counting everyone else's sprinkles. What account is that? That is from the Cyber Smile Foundation. What do they do? An anti-cyber bullying non-profit promoting kindness, equality, inclusion. Here we have fun with humor. Good. And inspiration. For help and support, visit our website. Oh, well, that seems kind of cool. I do like this quote. It's a good quote. And that's it. That is Unseen. So another stacked episode, very Super Bowl heavy. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow for Raw live stream and another Unseen with Fallout from Raw. The other thing we'll be doing tomorrow as well is as soon as Raw ends on X, on my X account, I will put up a little post saying feedback required, and you can share your thoughts, anything to do with Raw, whatever happened on Raw. You can jump in, share your thoughts, and we will do another opinions video. I think the opinions videos are really, really good, and I think people are really enjoying them because it kind of throws a few thoughts and theories and questions, and you know, it really helps us explore what's happening in wrestling at the moment. And I think what's great about doing it for anything on Raw is we could talk about women's matches, we could talk about the tag division, we could talk about, obviously, Rock and Cody, but it doesn't have to be that. We could talk about Gunther. Like, there's so many conversations to be had, so many theories, so many questions, so much stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. So we'll do that tomorrow as well. Or that will go up after Raw, I should say. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl. If not, well, it's over now, so you don't need to worry about it. Now we can just fully focus on wrestling, and that's how it should be. So thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.